Self-improvement is the act of pursuing a better, higher quality life through lifestyle changes and the delay of gratification. There are three basic necessities when it comes to your habits on self-improvement that I think if you're not doing these three, then you're not actually on self-improvement. And this is coming from a 17-year-old that has been doing this for a very, very long time, right? Now, I'm just gonna get straight into it. The first thing that you need to be doing if you're on self-improvement is weightlifting. It is a non-negotiable, okay? Going to the gym is cool, you know, it's good for your health to go to the gym, do the treadmill, do the sauna, whatever. But as a human being, you need to be weightlifting because it will build the strength and confidence that you need. There are a lot of pussy people with weird mentalities about going to the gym. You'll see this in martial arts or in whatever other sport. Oh, I don't want to weightlift because it'll make me slow and blah, 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 blah. That's just not true. And you need to be weightlifting to gain strength. It's the simplest, easiest, fastest way to gain strength. It's like the instant gratification of delayed gratification. Okay? You need to be going to the gym and lifting weights. Not just going to the gym, lifting weights and heavy weights. And you need to progressively overload. You won't make any improvement in the rest of this journey if you can't even muster up the courage to go to the gym and lift some fucking heavy weights like 4 to 5 times per week. If you can't do that, you're cooked. You're getting blitzed. I can't even lie to you. You're terminated. It's over. Why should you go to the gym and weightlift? Well, obviously we talked about, the physical strength it gives you, but we also need to talk about the confidence it gives you. All right? Not only being bigger and stronger makes you confident, but also the people that you'll meet in the gym, you'll meet people from every walk of life, right? It's cliche, but it's true. And having that connaissance with everybody around you it'll bring you a type of comfort in society that you can't gain in any other way. All right. Now we need to talk about meditation. Meditating is, in my opinion, the second most important thing that you need to be doing on your self-improvement journey. Even though all three of these are, if you're not doing this, you're not on self-improvement. You need to meditate daily, at least 10 minutes a day. It seems a little hard, or maybe it seems a little easy. If you think it's easy, it's probably harder than you think. If you think it's hard, it's actually possibly easier than you think, right? Just set aside 10 minutes every single day. You can do it right after you wake up and just meditate. Go to the app store, get a meditation app, just follow whatever's the first thing that pops up on the app is, right? It doesn't have to be complicated. You just need to learn to meditate, sit in silence, and try to focus on your breath, right? Try to focus on nothing. The point of meditating is to have an absence of thought, which is very hard, but and also impossible, but you can sort of get into the flow of having few breaks of silence while you're meditating in your mind, and get more present with the world that you live in. All right, I'm not going to get into it in this video, but meditating is very, very important for your overall well-being. It gives you mental clarity and presence. You can sit in a waiting room for 15 to 20 minutes without pulling out your phone like a fucking NPC. That's what I'll call it, an NPC, a non-playable character, an idiot, and just like, oh, I'm on my phone, no. You can actually, it gives you patience, and it clears your mind. You can think about your own problems without having to be distracted by the rest of the world. Number 3, journaling. Journaling is very important. Daily journaling. I do it at night, every single night. I just journal about my day and whatever else I might feel like. Journaling is your reflection. You think you're reflecting all day, right? Because you're in your thoughts, reflecting about this in your life, reflecting about that in your life. But in reality, even though it's good to reflect mentally on your life, it's not the same as putting like pen to paper and just actually dissecting your X situation, your day, your week, this terrible event that happened to you, or this wonderful event that happened to you, right? You don't want to be gloomy in your journaling, but you don't want to be ultra positive either. It's a balance. It's a balance. Journaling will help you understand yourself and your life more, and it'll also help you modify parts of your life that you may need to change. If you're doing something wrong, you might not realize you're doing it wrong until you sit for maybe 30 to 40 minutes with a pen and a paper and write down what is wrong with your life, right? I mean, when I started journaling like 2-3 years ago, the first thing that I noticed was like most of my problems in life, they weren't gone. They were easier to deal with because I would write about them and I would understand them better, right? If you study the game being your own life, then you can sort of grasp. It's like having a cheat code. You have cheat codes. You have a cheat sheet when you journal about your own life. If your life is the video game, you have this cheat sheet that allows you to know what commands to hit to solve XYZ problem, right? And those cheat codes are also useful in other situations that you may not foresee coming right now, but in the future you will. And you'll always have the notes that you journal down, which is amazing, right? It's like, fuck, dude, everybody else is playing on fucking regular mode and I'm out here hacking the fucking game, right? That's what journaling is, okay? Anyways, those were the 3 most important things that you need to do, right? Weightlifting for your confidence, your strength, and your overall masculinity and well-being. You're meditating for your presence and your mental clarity, and journaling for your reflection and to modify things in your life, right? It's your drawing board. All right, once you've got those 3 down, you can add whatever you'd like to that, right? You can do anything else in the world, literally anything. You need to have those 3. Those are the 3 most important things. If you don't have that in your life, then you can't say you're on self-improvement, because improving yourself, it'll be a lot harder. It'll be a lot harder without those 3 key elements, okay? It's like loading up Minecraft but no revives versus, infinite revives, or going into creative mode, all right? That's the difference between people who don't do these 3 things and people who do these 3 things, all right? Anyways, that was it for my video. If you found value in this, like, subscribe, comment your opinion, because everybody cares about that, right? But no, seriously, do comment. I love comments. I always interact with comments, mostly because I don't get a lot, but hell yeah. Peace out.